updates. I don't know where I should start. Let's start with let's start with this one. So, I have started a Czech channel. This was in the works for some time. Especially I had this thought that maybe I should start a Czech channel, as I wanted to make more Czech videos, but just making the subtitles was kind of time consuming, and it really put me off from making more Czech content. And I thought, okay, but on this channel 70% of the people watch the subtitles. I cannot just not put them. And then I finally had this idea hey, I can just create a Czech channel separately. So for the next few weeks, twice a week, I'm going to re-upload some of my old Czech videos. The first few videos that previously had subtitles are also going to have subtitles. It's really easy for me to just download the subtitles from the YouTube studio and post it on to the new channel. But after that, it's going to be separate from this channel. I will sometimes make some similar ideas, or perhaps I will make facts videos that will be English in English and in Czech, but they will be separate. I'm not saying that I will never put subtitles on those videos again. For example, for facts videos, it's quite easy to do. For rambly videos, not great. The reason is that for facts videos, I already have the script in English in most cases, so I can just paste it and just set the timing. But other than that, it's really time consuming, and I felt hey, I'm spending 3 to 4 hours making subtitles. I can just spend that time on a different video and have more content that way. And so it kind of made sense to me that I should start a Czech channel. Now I think I've got about 15 videos that are Czech in total, so it will take me about 7 weeks to fully re-upload it. I don't want to overwhelm the algorithm with posting the videos at once. I've learned my lesson while being here on YouTube for 2 years. That's not what you want to do, as it will not display the videos. So twice a week, Czech videos. I will always repost the videos that will have subtitles on this channel in the community tab. I know that whenever I repost a video, it always gets buried in the algorithm anyway, as the community tab likes pictures the most, or it will promote pictures and polls the most, but it doesn't like videos, which is interesting, as we are on a video platform. Make it make sense. But yeah. So that's announcement number 1. I'm very excited. I'm already planning ahead some video ideas, so I wouldn't feel stuck with in the first month that I will actually start filming videos for that channel. So far, I don't want to reduce the amount of videos on this channel. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I can manage it. And of course, I will post the extra videos for my patrons and my members. That's a given. Which brings me to announcement number 2. So, for the longest time, I wanted to make videos about specific topics such as mythology, philosophy, astronomy, psychology. But doing the research yourself and memorizing everything is quite difficult, especially with my other jobs. it's quite, well, it is impossible. So I've had this idea that I would post 2 extra audios a month onto my Patreon and for my members. This month, by the time you'll see this video, I probably will post my first audio already. I will talk about the creation of the universe from Greek mythology and the lost city of Pompeii. So it sometimes will be like geography related, like it could be anything, but from those disciplines that I've mentioned. And I will not post it on YouTube as, well, first of all, audios are not supported on YouTube, and if I want to post it for my members, which I will get to that in a second, I would just put up like one picture on the screen, and that's just, I don't want to have that type of content on my regular channel. I think you can probably understand. I forgot to mention that it will be a reading of some sort, which is why I think that audio format is best for it. And I know there's no way that I can make like 2 extra videos a month on top of the 3 extra videos that I already am making. That's impossible currently, as videos take much more effort and much more time, so that's impossible. So basically, on Patreon I've got currently 4 tiers. I've got a $3 tier for 3 extra videos a month, $5 tier that includes the benefits from the previous tier. That is $5 a month, and it also contains early access to my YouTube videos. Then I have $8 tier for people who want to support me a little more, and that tier of course includes the benefits from the previous tiers. And on top of that, I have a lot of audios there. Well, every audio from all of my videos is on there in audio format, downloadable for offline listening. You can download it to your phone actually, as well as like audios from my life and stuff. So that's like the $8 tier. And then I have $25 tier that's kind of empty. Of course it includes the benefits from the previous tiers, but it doesn't have anything special. And as I currently don't have anyone being on that tier, just making something for that tier right now doesn't really make much sense to me, right? So it was I had to place the tier between the $8 and the $25, and I'm going for $10. So it's all of the previous benefits I just talked about, plus 2 audios a month, 2 extra audios a month. This way it kind of makes sense, like the structure makes sense. And by the way, the audios will be very long. I want them to be like 45 minutes and longer, possibly like 1 hour each. So that's technically $1 for 1 audio, if that makes sense too, as the audio tier is currently $8. So that was a very long explanation. So that's Patreon, new tier. Now, of course, I know that some of you will be like, well, I would be interested in the extra videos and extra audios without any of the other benefits, which is why I've made a new tier for my members. So right now I have, I think, tip jar. I might delete that. I think I'll have only 2 tiers now. I don't fully want to take it away. We'll see. I might keep it for some time and then I will delete it. So we've got extra videos, and the new tier will be extra videos plus audios. And that will be, of course, way cheaper. I will price it around like $5 so that you would have basically like $1 for each item a month. So that's $5 for 5 things a month. And I cannot just make a tier for just audios. Like for my YouTube doesn't allow that. Let's be honest, the YouTube membership is a little stupid sometimes, so it doesn't allow me to create sorry, just a tier for audios and just a tier for videos. It's either like one tier and then a bonus. And in my head, I'm thinking like probably you would have more value from the videos, so that's why the videos come first. Hello, this is Kayla from the future. I've decided that I will in fact make a separate tier on my Patreon just for the 2 extra audios a month for the mythology, philosophy, etc. It will be priced at $2, and the tier's name is Poppy, as I name all of my tiers after my favorite flowers. I will also post a free excerpt from the first reading, just so you can decide if that's something that you would be potentially interested in. Okay, now let's get back to the video. I don't know, just, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Basically, YouTube pricing depends on the region though, so where I live it's less than $5 actually. That's a bargain. That's great. If you're from America or Canada, it might be different. So it really depends, like where you're from, where you're living currently. I mean, not really where you're from, where you're living, I should say. So basically, if you're lost, it's okay. So to recap, we've got 2 extra tier technically, one on Patreon, which has a lot of other benefits with the audios, and one on YouTube that has just the extra videos and the extra audios, and also the separate $2 tier on my Patreon just for the audio recordings. Alright, this was a very, very long explanation. I don't even know for how long I have been filming, but hopefully, you'll understand. The biggest reason why I'm making this is because I want to diversify my ASMR a little bit. I've been in a bit of a creative slump recently for my YouTube channel, for this YouTube channel, not for the Czech channel, which I haven't even started, not for my patrons, like no, but for my regular YouTube channel. I've been feeling a little lost because I don't know what kind of videos I want to make. I loved the mythology videos. My mythology videos are doing really bad in the last few months. Same with true crime. I love making true crime videos. They take a lot of time. They have the least amount of views out of all the videos on my channel. So I don't know. I don't even know what to make. I don't like role plays. You probably know that. I don't do role plays. I think I have filmed maybe 2 role plays in my lifetime in my YouTube career, and one of them is unlisted because there were like my feet with socks showing and people were being weird about it. So I was like, no, let's take this down. And then the other one was like a witch roleplay, soft spoken one, and that was it, I think. So I actually have in mind one roleplay, but I think I'll save it for October. But other than that, I feel a little lost. I like making videos about books, but I also have a book channel. I like making the asking you questions videos, which I can make more of. I don't know, like, I feel a little lost. similar topics in the future, as I'll already remember it from preparing for the audios. So in time I will actually start posting videos like that again, as like researching and remembering takes a lot of time. But if I'll just, if I'll have an excuse to prepare these topics and be more knowledgeable, as I don't know all mythology in the world, obviously, and I'm familiar with Greek mythology a little bit, but that's about it. So that will kind of allow me to make videos like this in the future as well, when I will already have that in my brain from like previous months or years even. So I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with my Czech channel. Right now I feel quite excited to be filming for that, as I'm interested like where it will take me. If, who knows, it might be even more popular than this channel. We never know, as I've noticed that a lot of Czech creators for ASMR have stopped posting. And by a lot, I mean almost everyone. I don't know what's going on. Of course, there's still some creators that are active, but I could probably count them, like on my hand. Currently, like I know from the top of my head, of like 2 to 3. I don't know what's happening. And I thought like, hey, I'm not planning on quitting ASMR. I love making it. I might as well start posting videos in Czech too. It's interesting because there was like this huge boom in 2020 with creators, and 2021 sort of, and now people just stop posting after a few years for different reasons. It could be creative burnout, it could be anything. And I've had periods in my YouTube career where I also felt quite burned out a little bit, not with like YouTube specifically, but with my ideas for YouTube videos. I've posted for 2 years, twice a week, at some point even 3 times a week. It's a lot of videos, a lot of creative ideas that I need to have. Usually, for me at least, I have like 2 types of like creative modes. One of them is I have so many ideas, I write everything down. I have 30 ideas a week. Sometimes I make the mistake of not writing them down, which is not what you're supposed to do. If I don't write them down, I will forget them, for sure. And then I have times where I have absolutely no idea for like 2 to 3 weeks. So I have to kind of balance it out with the content. And sometimes when I feel very uncreative, is that a word? Probably not. I would do like very simple videos like book hauls, or that kind of makes me to buy more books, of course, or rambles, stuff like that actually people like. So but still it's kind of difficult to balance those moods out. So for example, at this moment I don't have a lot of ideas, right? But I know in a few weeks it will get better, hopefully. And with YouTube, I've also learned how to take care of my mental health and setting up boundaries. Those are very important. Or the sun just came out, so if I look a little weird, that's why. Boundaries are very, very important. So currently I feel great about having my channel still. I feel great making ASMR. But I just want to try out different things, which is why I'm also, it's all like linked together. I want to try different things. I want to try Czech ASMR,